Is this finally the turnaround? Is this the end of the bearish momentum? In the last few hours, we have appreciated by 9%. We have completely recovered from the losses from the beginning of the month. Now, unfortunately, we are still below the best moving averages, right? The 44-day and the 125-day simple moving average tended to work the best for Bitcoin. And so it might still make sense to wait until we hit the 100K, or at least until we've traded at the current level for a while and the moving averages come closer to the current price level. Yes, most altcoins appreciated today as well, but on average, they didn't do as well compared to the bigger players, as in Bitcoin dominance went up, Ethereum dominance went up more, Solana dominance went up the most, but the others dominance, so how much of all of crypto is in the altcoins that are not in the top 10, that actually went down. So this was a classical shift from the stablecoins, at the bottom here, this is stablecoin dominance, from the stablecoins into risk on assets. And the more risk there was, the more it tended to appreciate, except for the altcoins, unfortunately. The picture, of course, today looks great, but still, right, they did not on average outperform Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Zcash, for example, is down today. And so it looks like the overall trends are still very much intact. This is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance did slightly rise today because money went from the stablecoins into all risk on assets. And I do think there's a good case to be made that Bitcoin will continue on its merry way up to 73% dominance. Ethereum dominance also is still in its long-term trend. This was when we moved from proof of work to proof of stake. The bottom in Ethereum dominance is somewhere at around 7%. And currently, for the last few months, we are in a relatively constant downward trend still, even after today's Ethereum rally. The big overarching question is the selling pressure that has caused the price decline in the first place, that has brought us from 125K all the way down to 84K, is that cost, that selling pressure, now subsiding? And I'm not so sure, right? This is the stablecoin dominance. Historically, stablecoin dominance tended to peak at 16%. When we are at those levels, it might make sense to be a bit more risk on again, right? That's when there's a lot of dry powder on the side. That's when a lot of capital could get potentially deployed and push up prices again. There is an inverse correlation here. What we see at the bottom, that's the cryptocurrency market cap except the stablecoins. So when the stablecoin dominance is low, crypto prices tend to be high. When the stablecoin dominance is high, crypto prices tend to be low. It seems like we are still on a trend towards rising stablecoin dominance. In other words, falling crypto prices. There are three things that I look out for a potential reversal. Those are my main indicators. The first one is the stablecoin market cap. Is money flowing from traditional finance into the crypto ecosystem? Because then prices can long-term appreciate. We had 3 times where we just went sideways in the stablecoin market cap, where no money was flowing in, no money was flowing out. And we have entered the sideways trading range in the middle of October. And if we just see a similar duration in the sideways trading range again, we have to see at least a breakout until end of the year. If we do not see new all-time highs in stablecoin market cap until the end of the year, that would be very bearish. The last few days were bullish though. We did hit slightly higher levels, but that's not a big question. Are we going to see further inflows into the crypto space? Because the growth obviously has slowed down quite a bit in the last few weeks. So that's indicator number 1 that I think is very, very important. Is money getting into the space? Indicator number 2 is the long-term holder selling, because that is what caused the price decline. There was long-term holders that took profit, that realized gains, and that are very bearish on 2026, that still believe in the 4-year cycle. In the past, we only saw long-term holders selling when Bitcoin hit new all-time highs, right? This might be portfolio rebalancing. And then the long-term holders tended to buy whenever we finished the correction. But this time we have selling despite not seeing new all-time highs in Bitcoin. So the long-term holders, quote unquote, are giving up. They don't want to be part of the next few months of crypto price action. So I want this to turn bullish. I want this to go clearly up. And last but not least, I want to see positive momentum again. I want to see the price above the 44-day simple moving average. It simply worked so well in the past. Buying and holding is the line in white. The backtest for the 44-day simple moving average is the line in turquoise. And since that rule worked so well in the past, I simply just continue following it. At least partially, right? For a part of my portfolio. If money flows in, if the long-term holders stop selling, and if momentum turns bullish because we are above the 44-day SMA, then I will turn bullish as well. Until then, I'm okay to still be cautious. I'm okay. Even if the price was to rise by another 6 or 7%, I'd still be bearish. My best guess is that we stay in a somewhat stable range. We are hovering along, and then hopefully the long-term holders will stop selling, bringing us potentially to the continuation of this bull market. But right now, I do not buy the dip. Right now, I think it's still too dangerous. If you want to become part of this community and copy my trades, then feel free to check out the premium membership. It's down below. It's thebitcoinstrader.com. In January, we will also open the new copy trading pool. So this is Bitcoin's price development since we started the last pool in July. And this is the development of the copy trading pool. So you can simply just manually copy trade, or you can allocate towards that capital pool. Again, deposits start in January 2026. Prepare yourself accordingly, have a hardware wallet ready, etc. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to give this a like. Feel free to also subscribe. I publish videos regularly. See you next time on YouTube or see you on Premium. Cheers.